Let's play some APBA golf. So tonight with me once again from top to bottom, Joe Barrett. How you doing, Joe?
Hello, everybody. Doing great, Scott.
And well, last but not least, since there's only three of us, John Thompson. John, you doing okay?
Yeah, doing good, Scott. Joe.
Hey, John.
So last time we got together, John had some storms in his area, which put him at a significant disadvantage from a technology standpoint because he had some choppiness with the audio on his end, not my end. And Joe, I don't know if you experienced any difficulty hearing John. I certainly didn't, but he was. I think John was forced to read lips. To figure out what was going on last time and did a remarkable job, no pun intended, weathering through that to be able to basically, keep up with everything that was going on, including how he was scoring with Phil. Because Phil finished last round at one over. I mean, I say last round, the first 9 holes that we played last time. Phil was 1 over, I think.
Yeah, he was 1 over and
yeah.
two straight birdies.
That's right. So gathering some momentum here. And then Matthew Fitzpatrick, this is, of course, his 2022 card. I think finished even par for the front 9. And Byron Nelson was 3 under, but was kind of, stumbling into the clubhouse there at the turn with some difficulty in the later holes.
Yeah, you were lights out for the first 5 or 6 holes, and then you let us catch you a little bit. So you still got a little bit of a lead, but let's see what happens on the back 9.
All right, so here's our players, and for folks that didn't watch us last time, I'm gonna do a couple of things here. I thought I had a message here, and that message seems to have gone away. Well, so I don't need to type it out, but I did have a message here inviting anybody who's watching live, of course, to post questions if you have them about what we're doing. In other words, with APBA Golf or with the Game Caddy. One of the advantages of these live streams is that you can interact with us and get your questions answered. And of course, feel free to make comments along the way if you enjoy doing that sort of thing. And we certainly enjoy hearing from people and knowing that we've got at least a little gallery following us. So again, I had a chat message to that effect, but it somehow has disappeared. Okay. So let me go. You can see the 3 players that we've got here. Let me quick jump over here to the Game Caddy and just remind everybody where we are. All right. So this is the conditions tab. I'm going to just quickly show you the configuration settings in case you didn't watch the first time around. We're playing Brookline, and tonight we're going to be playing the back 9 there using master game rules with the master game lie types. And for the wind controls, of course, that can change based on which APBA course you're playing. And with Brookline, because you have prevailing winds, we select modified. And then just because I don't like having to click the dice roller any more than I have to, I've got the auto roll checked here. And let me go ahead and add that little color to my cursor so it's a little bit easier to see what I'm talking about. The only other thing, and I didn't mention this last time, but how I had this set was the tree shot point of view here is set to the from the player's perspective versus the original perspective. And just a quick comment on that. What this little box controls is when it's set to the player's perspective, it means that if you're in the trees and you hit a tree and you get one of those results that, for example, sends you back 50 yards, that's marked off with this setting from the player's perspective. If instead you've got original selected here, and I could go over and just click on that to make the point, is then a shot that hits the trees is then marked off from the center line. Okay, so when you see original here, that's referring to the center line, and it's called original because that's what the 2014 APBA master game rules specify is to mark those off from the center line. But in some cases, you get really weird results if you do that. So I prefer to do it from the player's standpoint. Hopefully, it won't even make any difference tonight. The other thing I just want to quick point out is we're using the regular putting boards tonight. Okay, and I'll just go ahead and apply those settings. We're using pin number 1, which I've highlighted on each of the last 9 holes, so you can see it pretty easily, hopefully on your screen. We got calm day wind and normal course conditions, which means we won't have to worry about making any adjustments to the fairway or green rolls, at least based on the course conditions. We might, based on hole notes. And then we have a prevailing wind of a type A. And there's 2 types with Brookline, type A and type B, and the dice roll just turned out to be a type A. Any questions before we get started, guys?
No.
All right.
No.
Well, I was going to say, thank you for putting up with my little speech as I do it each time. But that's for the benefit of people that, aren't, following every move we make and maybe joining us for the first time. All right. Let me come over here then and I guess load a hole. That's what we're doing next, right? I think. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and load hole 10, and then I will show it. Well, and the dice roll was a 31, and remember prevailing wind A, I'll click headwind, but with a 31 under calm conditions, that's not going to result in any wind. So we've got no wind for this. You're going to be up, John. Let me show the hole real quick here. This is what hole 10 looks like. And we're using pin number 1, so it's kind of circled in red, probably looks brown on your screen. And you can see we got a little bit of water to watch out for if you're a bomber and hit this ball 350 yards or so. You're going to go into that creek that crosses over the fairway there. And this dog leg is gentle, so we don't have too much to worry about with that. All right, so John, let me go ahead and pull up the all-in-one menu, and then I see we have some hole notes here. So we're going to add 20 yards to the flight of all tee shots, and that will apply to everybody. So I'll click course adjustments and say yes. And then, as I mentioned, balls may not roll across the water at 350, treat it as in the hazard. And then on the second shots, you're going to lose 10 yards flight, as well as any additional shots, except for short approaches and putts. And then once we get to the green, read all putts 1 line lower than the card results, stopping at 32, no change to results 33 and 36. So you've got a birdie here, John, and you do have 2 momentum points remaining. What's your pleasure? I'm
going to take my momentum.
Okay.
I'm shocked.
Yeah. Wow. It says hole 10, right? Not hole 18. Okay. All right. So.
And I'm going to aim 5 right.
Well, again, when you take your
that's right.
or bounce back,
right.
you can't aim, right?
That's right. Well, just let it hit it. All
right. And you're going to use your driver?
Yes.
All right. And your average W is a 4, a Mickelson. So do you want to decrease that by 5 yards?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. So, and by decrease it by 5 yards, of course, I meant the lateral movement. So 285 right 15 is barely clears that deep rough, and you're going to hit the intermediate rough here. So let me show you that ball is going to hit. Here's 285 right there. So you caught that spot right there. Okay. And then you're going to get, I didn't look at the roll here. It's probably 25 or something like that. Yeah. You're going to get 25 roll. So you're going to end up at, let's count it out, 10, 20. You're going to be in the fairway there at 310. So if I just put the 25 in there, 310, right 15 in the fairway.
Okay.
So it turns out to be a great shot. All right, now I'm up, and Nelson doesn't quite hit the ball as far as Phil. Let's see here. Here's my concern. So we got this little bottleneck here, right? And, John, because he could hit the ball farther, could clear this deep rough patch, even though he hit it to the right. If I aim to the left, I could end up over here. And of course, once you're in the deep rough, the maximum club you can use is a pitching wedge. So I'm just going to go ahead, and I think I'm going to hit either a 2-iron or a 4-iron off the tee, even though this is a long hole. I'm going to hit a 2-iron. Let's see what happens here. A 14. Well, you know what's going to happen, guys, because I'm using a 2-iron off a par 4, that's going to get converted to my average W. But I will go ahead and put 14 in there because that's what I've got in the W column. And I'm going to hit click, take shot. And it says, do you want to convert the PRN to the player's average W? The answer is absolutely I do. And that's going to go to the left anyway, but I'll reduce it by 5. And if anybody is confused by what I just did, particularly people that are watching and aren't quite as familiar with APBA golf as my buddies are here, that's one of the optional rules that's in the APBA golf master game rule set. That if you get a number that's a 14, 34, or 54 using a long iron, I think it's all long irons, 4-iron, 3-iron, 2-iron, on a par 4 from the tee, then you get to take advantage of what I just did. So that shot went 230 right down the center line. That's fairway. I'll add 20 roll. So it's going to end up at 250 in the center line versus somewhere off in the field somewhere. And I guess I need to put markers down. I was so busy talking that I wasn't doing my job here. So we'll put John here at 310, right 15, and put me, whoops, yeah, that's him. And I'm going to be at 250 right there on the edge of the fairway. Are you guys cool with what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And then we've got the jester here. So if there's a hurricane wind chart you could roll on in honor of us people in Florida. Yeah, so I won't get into specifics here, but I know the jester lives in West Florida. And if you've looked at the weather for the rest of this week, it's not looking good for folks in that area. Jester, are you going to get out of Dodge? I mean, I hope that you are, and maybe you're already out of Dodge. He can type his answer while we're going ahead here with Joe's shot.
He needs to take this serious because this hurricane's going to be bad.
Yeah,
I've been watching the pressure. I'm a hurricane sort of hobbyist, and I've been watching the pressure continually drop, and it's going to have 200-mile-an-hour winds before the night's over.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't want to fool around with hurricanes. Now, having said that, I don't know how far inland, the jester is, and I don't know enough about his personal situation to advise him on what to do. And he's probably lived in Florida as long as I've lived in South Carolina. So I'm guessing he'll do the smart thing. He's a smart guy. Okay, how about you, Joe? You got a bogey here, and you got a bounce back point left. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm down 3 shots. Give me the bounce back and reduce my and reduce it by 5 on the left or right.
And you're using the driver?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so 280 left 10. That'll be fairway with 25 roll. So 305 left 10 in the fairway. All right.
Good shot, Joe.
Thanks. No more momentum, though, so I gotta play bogey free from here on out.
Okay.
Bounce backs, I mean.
All right. Oh, let's go back here. I think I got everything recorded. All right. Now we got this -10 flight on all other shots. So let's put that in for everybody. And I'm going to, I see the jester has typed something else in here. So I'm going to show everybody what he's typed while I'm doing this. Let's see. What's he say? We are here for the duration. Unfortunately, the eye of the storm is about 10 miles north of us. At last check, we're 12 to 15 miles from the coast. All right. I just realized when I looked over there that I have forgotten to enlarge this for everybody. So now we've disappeared, but we've still got Jester's message up there. Well, certainly take care and do what you need to do. And once that storm passes, I know we won't be, at the top of your notification list in terms of letting people know how you're doing. But, please shoot me an email when you get an opportunity. And if you need, any assistance, let me know that as well. And if you need to evacuate north, you're welcome to come my way. Happy to have you. All right. Okay. So I don't think I can reach the green on this shot. So I'm just going to grip it and rip it with a 4-wood. I'll probably end up in a bunker here or something, but that's the downside of hitting that 2-iron. Okay, 33. That's a 3. So he did get all of it here. So let's see what happens. So 485 left 10 is going to be right in the middle of a bunker. So it's going to be right there. But that'll be close enough that even though I'm short-sighted, I won't have to worry about hitting to the center line. All right. Sand trap. Okay, John.
All right. So I'm going to knock down a 2-iron.
Okay.
And I'm going to.
Oh, first of all, you can't knock down a 2-iron. Only 5-iron and longer.
All right.
Shorter.
Then we'll hit a 4-iron.
Okay.
And we're going to aim 10 to the left.
Okay.
There's no wind, right?
Correct.
Yeah. All right.
So
Phil.
All right. And I didn't call out your carry objective, but it's 205. You probably saw all that. Are you ready?
Yeah.
54. Ooh.
15.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that little optional rule that I used only applies to tee shots. So this is going to go 480 left 25. Let's see where that puts you. 10, 20. You're going to be right there on the edge of the deep rough. So you won't get any roll.
Right.
All right. All right, John or Joe.
Okay.
205 carry objective.
Let's see. His woods are a 5, so he's hitting it. It's going to move the right way, so I don't need to do anything with it other than just hit a 4-iron. Let's see what it does.
16.
It's a 5. That's a 16 is a 14.
So my bad rolls for you continue. 485 right 25. And that's going to be in deep rough too, I think.
Almost got that tee box.
Yeah, you almost get a little extra roll there. So 485, 25, 10, 20. Yeah, you're stuck right there.
Ugh.
But as we talked about last time, sometimes deep rough is a blessing around the green. All right. Okay. So you're still up.
Okay. Let's go directionally path from the east.
Leave it there. I'll put it outside.
You want me to? I'll put this up here. Let me move
Yeah,
my
change the
ball.
path going from east instead of south.
Okay. So just so people again at home who are watching, Joe has a good angle, and there's the pin location, and he wants to, and you are hitting from east. You want to hit from the south?
No, hit path. I think it's hitting from the south now, and I want to change it to the east.
No, it says hitting from east.
I'm sorry. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
And change my target to left 5 instead of left 10.
Okay. All right, and real quick, I'll just show folks. So he's hitting from this direction. That's from the east, and he's targeting what's essentially the number 2 pin location. All right, so let's pick the call distance is 35.
Yeah.
35 is the roll.
And that is a 4.
So you end up at 495 left 10, which is going to put you 1 straight away.
Okay.
So, and that amounts to 13 feet. All right, let's see who's up. It's going to be John. Your call distance is 30, and you are hitting from the west. You, unfortunately, are short-sighted, and so your default target is that little yellow circle and on the center line, but you could target any other location on the center line.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. And that's 30, 36 in the A column.
4.
So you end up at 505, right 5. So that's going to be right there. So you're going to be a diagonal and 2 straights away. And that will be 41 feet. All right. Oh, so I've got a good lie in the sense that I get to reduce the putting distance by 10% manually for shots that are on the green. And this will be on the green or in the hole because I'm 15 to the pin. Click that. I don't have any sand points, so I'm just stuck with taking a sand shot here. 45 in the A column is a 5. So that turns out to be a 7, and 10% of that is 0.7. So I realize that, so I would say 6 feet. Would you agree with that, or just leave it at 7?
Yep. 6.
Round down.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Hopefully, but it actually does change a column, doesn't it? In terms of how the putting columns work. So
Right.
All right, so we're going to head over to the putting green, but we have to remember this. Read all putts 1 line lower. All right, so come over there, and 1 line lower actually means you're adding a number. So we'll do that. And looks like you're up first, John, from 41 feet. Go or play safe?
Safe.
46.
26.
Hang on a second. All right, 26. I'm trying to multitask here. I saw Jester had another comment, and I focused on that. So missed by 5.
Okay.
Joe, looks like you're up from 13.
I'm going for it.
Okay. 65.
A 21, missed it.
Yeah, that's going to be converted to a 22. So you missed it by a foot. And I'm at 6. 53 is a 16, and that's in. All right, John, 5 feet, you got to go for it. 62. Did we lose you, John?
13.
Okay. 10. And Joe from 1 foot. Oh, a 54.
I missed it. It's a 34.
Oh, it's in for a par.
Oh, okay. Barely.
Yeah, because that's one of those rolls you don't add a number to.
Oh, lucky me. Okay.
Yeah, that excludes 33 to 36 is checked.
Thank goodness. Save
And that's checked by default, because that's the way the course note usually reads. But you can obviously uncheck that, if you have a course note that reads differently. Okay. So I had a couple of bogeys there and a par. So after 10 holes, -3, +2, +1. And I got to read Jester's note here. To be honest, I'm watching you run this live stream like a pro now. I remember the good old days where the first time you couldn't even get it to work correctly. Such a great change. I couldn't even get I couldn't get the game caddy to work correctly. I couldn't get my video stream to work correctly. And I think Jester's referring not so much to when I started hosting the live streams, but when I was trying to on his YouTube channel learn how to do stuff. And I was a total novice at all that stuff. And it's like anything else. You make enough mistakes, eventually you learn how to do it right. So I'm definitely a trial by error kind of learner. That's why I don't fly planes, because I learned making mistakes. All right, so let's load hole number 11 here. Okay, so we're not going to have any wind on this one either. Crosswind right. Okay. And I got to show the hole, don't I? Let me get 11. This is going to be a par 3 for us. All righty. Here we go. On the center line. And let's see what our hole notes say. Add 15 yards to the flight of all tee shots. Well, that makes it a nice short hole. Okay, and the yellow dotted line is border of yellow penalty area. Balls may not roll across water hazard. Okay, so if you're way short, there's the dotted yellow lines and there's the water hazard, and hopefully we don't run into that situation. Okay, so the carry objective is 110. I'm going to try not to make my usual mistake with par 3 holes by trying to add everything together. 110. So gap wedge. I may be a little bit long, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and hit a gap wedge and see what happens here. 55. Yeah, that'll certainly be long. 4. So I go 140, right 5, and back up 5. So 110. 20, 30, 40, right 5, back up 5. So the ball ends up there, and I am a diagonal and a straight away. And that means 25 feet. Okay, John, you do have a bounce back.
No, I'm gonna play my. I'm going to knock down my sand wedge.
Okay. Anything else? You're going to work the ball? No, I wouldn't expect you to. So a 31.
In the eye, right?
Yep.
3.
And that's your average eye?
Yeah, I'll take it.
So 125. So that puts you right on the pin, but you're going to back up 5.
Oh.
10, 25, back up 5. So you're 1 straight away.
Okay.
$10 feet. Okay, Joe, you're out of bounce backs.
Okay, let's hit a sand wedge right at it.
25.
That's my average. I'll take it.
So you're at 130, back up 5. I think you're on the pin. We might have a hole in one here. 10, 20, 30, back up 5, right on the pin. Come on, let's get him a hole in one.
Let's do it.
4 feet.
Ooh,
Nice.
Nice.
I'm
Stick.
sure you'll take that. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So everybody
You had a
was on.
hole in one on a live stream before?
I don't think I have on a live stream. No, I haven't. That would have been the first. I've had some chip ins, of course, but no holes in one. All right. Okay, so I'm going to be far at 25, and I will play it safe from that distance. 41 is a 19. So I missed it by 2. John, you're at 10. Going
Go
for
for
it. 36.
24.
And also missed it by 2. And Joe, 62.
16.
That's in. A bird.
Nice
Take.
shot.
All right. I'll be up
Neither.
next because of player numbers. 12 is a 22. You know, with these 1951 season cards, I have to check everything because they don't always have the same numbers as everybody else. 66. I'll bet that's in for Phil.
Yeah, that's a 1.
All right. There we go. So a couple of pars and a birdie. So I'm still at 3 under. John, you're still at 2 over. And now Joe has moved to even par. All right. So let's move on to hole 12. Whoops, there's my desktop. Here I am. See, that's what happens. Jester gives me a nice compliment, and then it goes to my head, and I just start doing things haphazardly. All right. All right. Transfer hole 12. 52 with a tailwind. All right. So, it's calm day. That number's not high enough for it to make any difference. Let me show you hole number 12 here. Okay. There's our pin location there in the front. Got a little water over here. Hopefully that won't be an issue. I guess a bigger problem will be these bunkers, perhaps, for you guys who are longer hitters. And that would be mostly Phil in this case. Let's see if any yardage is added to the tee shot. Let's see. So shots landing or rolling in the fairway beyond the 325-yard marker, add 5 yards roll. So that may not come up on the tee shot, but that could come up on a second shot. And shots from deep bunkers play, the shot is automatic buried lie. And this says if you're not using the line charts, but we are. So we'll ignore the number 4 bullet on this one. All right. So you are up. Is that right, Joe? Yeah, you're up. So let me.
Yeah, I want to preserve my momentum. I'm gonna hang on to it, and let's just hit a driver. It's like I got a lot of room on the right, so I'm gonna just hit it right down the middle with the driver.
Right down the middle. Okay.
Yeah,
25.
that is a 4.
So that was a good decision on your part. 265, right 15 will be in the fairway with 25 roll. So you'll be at 290, right 15, you'll be right in the fairway. All right, so I'll mark your ball here. There you go. Well done. All right, now I'm up. I'm going to go 5 right with the driver. 53 is an 8. So 245, right 15, that's in the fairway with 25 roll. It's going to be 270, right 15 in the fairway. And now, John, what's your pleasure?
Driver,
Okay.
just down the middle.
55.
3.
No, that's not your average W. Okay.
No.
So you're going to go left 15. So 270, left 15. That's going to put you in the intermediate rough. So you'll still get your full roll of 30. So you go to 300, left 15, and that will put you in the intermediate rough. So let me. So you hit right there and you roll to there. You're in good shape unless you get some sort of screwy lie roll here. Okay, got everything recorded. I'm far. 200. And let's see. I'm gonna hit a 4-iron. So here's an interesting thing. I'm going to bring it up now because there's a slim chance it could happen. So I'm looking at this hole number 2 or bullet number 2. Shots landing and rolling in fairway beyond the 325 yard marker. Add 5 yards roll. Well, 325 is way back here, but there is a spot right here that potentially I could hit. And so then the question becomes, would that added 5 be added to these here since this is fairway? What do you guys want to do? I have no insight on this whatsoever.
I would say realistically that they're talking about the fairway in front of the bunker. In front of the green, it's probably not tilted down like the fairway is. So I would say you would not do it if you hit that little patch in front of the green. That's my thought.
All right. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Okay. And again, folks, there's no right or wrong way to do it. It just, when you're playing with other folks, obviously just be consistent. And that's what we're doing here. So if it hits there, we'll ignore that in terms of the added roll. All right. So I'm going to hit a 4-iron then. 41 is a 5. And that's his average W. I'll take that. So this is going to go 455 and 10 roll. So 455 actually doesn't make it. Let's see that, but that's intermediate rough, right? Because here's another. I should have asked about this too. This is probably regular rough because if you count it perpendicular to the center line versus within the edge here. Or do you? Again, the APBA rules don't address a situation like this. They just talk about intermediate rough relative to the center line. If it's regular rough, I end up on that spot. If you count it as intermediate rough, I'm on the hole. So that's the. I'm not going to take advantage. I'm just going to say I'm 1 square away. And I won't put pressure on you guys to make that call.
I would have given you the 10 roll. My theory is, the rule is laterally, but I think rough within 1 square in any direction to a fairway, you should get a favorable roll.
Yeah. I totally see the logic of that. And maybe if I was playing on my own, that's exactly what I've done, but I didn't want to take advantage of you guys. So I'll put it in the fairway. All right. So you're up, Joe.
Okay, let's go. Let's hit a 6-iron.
Anything else?
It'll do it.
22.
That is a 3. It's going to be a little past it to the left, but it'll be good.
465, left 5 with 5 rolls. So 50, 65, left 5, 5. So you're going to be a diagonal away, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you got?
I'll take it.
10 feet. So line changed to RR. I'm not sure why it did it. Oh, that's for John. It shows up on this screen, but once I get rid of this, it's going to change it to RR, and it's going to take me to his caddy tab. I forgot that warning pops up early. Okay, so you were in the intermediate rough. Now you're considered to be in the regular rough, but at least in terms of a first rough roll or lie roll, nothing else changed.
Okay.
170 is your carry objective.
I'm going to knock down a 6-iron.
All right. 23.
14.
And nothing else bad happened. So that one change didn't make a difference. It'll make a difference in terms of which column gets used for the shot, but not anything else. So 485, right 20. Let's see where that puts you. So 60, 70, 85, 10. So you're going to end up right there in the deep rough. And I think that's a spot right there. And I'll get rid of Joe. All right. All right, you're still up, and you've got a good angle. Your call distance is 25 yards. What that means is it's targeting the actual pin location. Of course, everybody would have a good angle today because it's on the center line.
Yeah, that's fine.
Leave it there?
Yep.
Okay. 23 in the A column.
4.
So 460, right 5. You may not be on the green. You are on that fairway area. And also going to be a diagonal away.
So right. if you're one diagonal away, you can't putt.
No, you can putt from there. There is a you have to go for it, and it's going to be one column longer. But yes, you can putt from there.
All right.
Right. So, but let's get your ball marked.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead 460, right 5. It's in the fairway. We'll record that. And now that's going to be one diagonal away. And so, well, I don't know if it'll be, you may be up. So I'm going to I put a 1 in the diagonal box here. I'm going to hit calc. So you are 12 feet away. But if we come over here to the clubs tab and I click on putter up here, because you're one square from being off the green, okay, instead of using this 10 to 14 column, you're going to end up having to go for it and use the 15 to 19 column, which isn't horrible. I mean, so you can do that.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
If you're up. Let me go back here. This does that. Okay. All right. And you're not up. I'm up. And that's because we're in the game caddy's logic. We're equal distances away. I am not going to putt from there because Nelson is not a great putter. Well, you know what I should do before I make that claim? I should do a 1 straight first and see what this turns out to be. 11 feet. So that would mean I would have to putt 1 column longer, which means I would have to putt also from that 15 to 19 column. Yeah, I might do that. I was thinking it would be worse than that, but it's not. All right. So now to do this, let's close this here. We're not going to use this. And if you do the same thing, John, we'll just repeat what I'm about to do. All right. So we're going to say that it's 11 feet away. I'm going to hit the putter off green tool, and we've got a putt distance in there. I can't remember if I have to say it's on the green or not. I always forget. Let's see. Are you chipping with the putter? Yes. Okay. So I'm 11, and my dice roll was a 31. That's unfortunate, I think. because that's going to be a 22. So a 22 from this column means I missed it by 3 feet. All right, and that fills it in for me. So I'm ready to go. Now we come over to you. And do you want to do the same thing?
Yeah.
All right, I need to put that 12 in there. All right, and are you chipping with the putter? Yes. Yeah, your dice roll is a 36. What's that in the P column?
24.
You missed it by 3 feet. So this is all done manually at this point. But it works. All right, everybody's on the green. Come over here, and Joe, all these J names are really hard for my brain. Joe, you're up at 10 feet.
Yeah, definitely going for it.
42.
A 23.
2 feet. Okay, I'm up now. 34 is a 29. That's in for a par or worse. So that was for a par. So that's in. And now John, 3 feet. 26.
18.
That'll be in. And Joe, 23.
21.
In. Okay, so a couple pars and a bogey there. 3 under, 3 over, and even par. All right. So there was, if you're watching this and you're still trying to learn how to do stuff with the game caddy, turned out to be a fairly educational hole. I know that slows things down a little bit, but hopefully folks got a little benefit out of that tutorial, the double tutorial. All right, 56, headwind. And that's enough. So we're going to lose 5 yards carry on all shots that are affected by wind. And Joe, you're going to be up, and we got some severe dog leg here at 270. And from the tee, may not aim left of the center line. And then it says play shot from green in front of water hazard, the same as fairway. So what it's talking about with that last note is this area right here. It looks like a green, and it probably is for some other setup. But for tonight's setup, it's not a green. And so we would play this area as fairway. Here's that severe dog leg. You got a bunch of trees here, and of course, lots of water with the tee right there. And you can't aim left of the center line. Okay.
3 wood, please.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right. 15.
That's a 4.
So 245, right 10, and that's in the fairway with 20 roll. So that'll take you to 265, right 10 in the fairway.
Yeah, that severe dog leg had me a little worried. I'm going to lay up short of it.
Yeah, as it probably should. So you're right there. Okay. Now I'm up, and I have the same concern that you do. Although what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim 5 to the right, and I'm going to hit a 4 wood. .33 is a 3. So this is going to go 240 left 5 with 15 roll. So I'm at 255 left 5 in the fairway. All right. John? You still have your bounce back.
No, I'm saving that. There's no wind, right?
There is a headwind of -5.
Okay. All right. I'm going to hit my 3-wood and aim 5 to the left.
So you can't aim to the left of the center line on this tee shot, according to the hole note.
Just hit it.
All righty. 46.
God, am I going to get numbers tonight? 32.
So this goes 255, right 15, which will be in the fairway. I think we have modified dog legs. I forgot to check that. I think that's what we agreed last time. So you may get pushed right here. So yeah, 285, right 30. So let's So let's back this up, and because
how did that happen?
Because if you'll recall, I didn't point it out tonight because I didn't think of it. But if you'll recall, when we started this round, we agreed that we were going to use the modified dogleg procedure, which means that any shot that goes past the dogleg, well, any tee shot that goes past the dogleg, will be affected by that dogleg. So in this case, it's a dogleg left. So all shots that go past the dogleg would be pushed to the right. And that's if you have the original setting, the dogleg would only affect shots that cross to the inside. But with the modified setting, which we agreed to last time when we began the round, it pushes all shots to the opposite direction of which way that dogleg goes. So you land at 255, right 15. So let's mark that first, okay? And I'm gonna move your marker out of the way for a second, Joe. And I'm going to move mine here so we can see the 250. So it hits here, but what's going to happen is that once you cross this 270 spot right there, okay, it's going to it's a severe dogleg. So for every 5 yards past, it's going to go 5 yards right, and you got 30 roll. So what happened is you got 15 roll that went straight, and then your next 15 roll got pushed 15 more. I've got it on the wrong side here, don't I? No, I'm sorry. I'm pointing to the wrong marker. So your first 15 roll was fine, but then once you get to this dog leg, for every 5 yards past, you're going to go 5 yards right. All right. So we know where the ball is. If we took to where it would go, and we just ignore those trees for a second, 285 right 30 means that if those trees weren't there, your shot would go here. So what we need to do is we need to draw a straight line, and I'm just going to use my marker here, and go from here to that spot right there. And where you hit a tree is where your ball is going to stop. And I would say that's somewhere around there. I want to make this as favorable to you as possible. So I'm going to say that spot right there, because what that will do is that will put you not under a tree. I think you're already past the dog leg, so we don't have to worry about that factor. And you don't have to hit around trees, because I don't see that line going through any full squares. So that's the most favorable spot that I can, in good conscience, put you at. And if you see something different, John, or you, Joe, please advise, but I'm going to put you right there. Now, the question is, where is that? So I would say that is, if we're counting backwards from here, I mean, this is Never Land, right? Because there aren't enough grid lines in this bend. So this is 270 here, and that's 275 there. And so I'm gonna say that you're at, or are you at 265? One could argue you're at 265. It doesn't really matter. Let's say you're at 270, and you are 20 right. Those 5 yards are not going to make that much difference. 270, 20 right. So I'm just going to use the place ball tool here for that. And again, if you're watching this and you're kind of confused, what's going on with this dog leg? The problem with some dog legs, particularly severe dog legs, depending on which side you go through them, they're either missing grid lines or they have extra grid lines. Well, when they have extra grid lines, it makes it a little bit easier because then you can, choose between which extra one you want. That came up last time when we were playing with Joe. But this time we're missing grid lines, so we've got to kind of estimate where that ball is. And if you were playing this game without the game caddy, you'd have to do some version of the same thing. So we're going to put you at 270, right 20. We're going to put you in the regular rough. You're stopped because of the tree, but you're not in the trees, and you're past. You're as far as I'm concerned, you're past the dog leg, so you're not going to be affected by the dog leg rule for shots that are blocked by trees. Okay.
All right.
And you're not blocked anyway. So, all right. So just to kind of recap, and I'm going to put my ball back where it should go, or Joe's ball back where it should go. And Joe, your ball is at 265, right 10. So that would be right there. All right, let's see who's up. All right, so I'm up. I have a good angle. 200 carry objective. I'm going to hit a 4-iron, and I'm going to aim 5 right. .65 is a 5. That's my average W. I will take it. So this shot goes 440, right 5 with 10 roll. So 440, that's 35, 40, right 5, that's green, 10 roll. I'm 1 straight away.
Nice shot.
Thank you. 9 feet. All right, now. Okay, Joe, you're up.
Okay, let's work the ball right 5 and hit a 5-iron.
And you're working the ball because you're short-sighted. 5-iron.
Yep.
And your carry objective is 190. So here goes. 64.
That's a 4. That's my average.
Take it or not?
No, I'm not going to take it.
All right. And 42.
There's a 4.
Okay. 445, right 5 with 5 roll.
See, the working the ball -5. I just didn't get a good roll on that one. Otherwise, I'd have been right on it.
I think you're in the same spot I was, right? What, you're 1 straight?
But you see where the working the ball was -5. It hurt me.
Yeah.
All right. It's still a good shot. I'll take it.
Yeah. What Joe's talking about is this box here shows you the result of working the ball. Okay. So you're going to be 7 feet away for a birdie. Okay, John, your carry objective is also 190. And you're short-sighted, so you can't aim, but you could work the ball. Oh, note this. Because you are in the rough, a lie roll was done by the game caddy. You're going to get 5 extra rolls. It's the top of the hour. Those who have not watched before, that's John's clock. He's probably muted his microphone so people can hear me. But John, I know you can hear me. You're going to get 5 extra green roll because of your lie roll. So take that into account in planning your shot. Carry objective is 190. And when you're ready, unmute yourself and tell me what you'd like to do.
All right. I want to work the ball with a 5-iron.
Okay, and how much do you want to work it, and in what direction?
I want to work it 10 to the right.
Okay. 5-iron. Anything else?
No.
23 for your shot number, and that's in the I column.
14.
Ooh. And
I
then,
can't get numbers tonight.
well, yeah. So
I can't get numbers tonight.
you're
15,
15, yeah, in the I column.
17.
Well, sometimes two bad numbers. No, that wouldn't be a 17 in the I column, would it? For a 15?
Oh, 15. I'm sorry. That's a 3.
Okay, that sounds closer to what I was expecting. Okay, so unfortunately, it worked against you. Not only did you go 10 right, you won an additional 5, and then your shot went right on top of everything else.
All right.
So 455. You're going to clear the water. That's the good news, if there's any. 455, right 35. So 35, 45, 55, 10, 20, 30. You're going to stop right there in that deep rough.
This is the night of no numbers.
I think that's a spot right there that I've got.
Yep.
Okay. The game caddy will know. All right. That's deep rough. Okay. You're up again. You're short-sided. So that means that you've got to hit to the center line. You're too close to work the ball. So right now you're targeting that little yellow circle, but you can target any area along there.
No, that's fine.
Okay, so 35. 65 in the A column.
4.
And unfortunately, it went left. So 445, left 5. So that's going to put you right there. So that's a diagonal and 2 straights.
Good God.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, when he goes south, when these numbers go south, they go south.
They do. I played around yesterday. I was about ready to pull my hair out. And I was playing around with a reasonably good lady golfer. And they tend to be pretty accurate. I couldn't hit a green to save my life. And it was lousy rolls. It wasn't like I was trying to play overly aggressive or anything. When the numbers don't come, they don't come.
Nope.
All right. So I think we're all on the green. Yeah. So let's go over to the putting green. So unfortunately, you're still up.
Go for it.
From 44? Okay.
Yep.
All
Absolutely.
right. 16 in the P column.
25.
So that misses by 7. I'm up now from 9. I'll go for it. 61 is a 13. So that's going to be a nice birdie. All right. Now you're up again, John, from 7.
Go for it.
Yeah. 26.
18.
Yep. In. And same for you, Joe.
Yep.
12.
22. Oh boy.
So it ends up with a tap in. Okay. Yeah, you're having your bad luck with the rolls too, particularly with putting. Okay, 4 under, 4 over, even par. Let's move on. I don't know if there are, other people watching tonight, but if you have questions, don't be shy. Feel free to jump in, ask, help me understand this, or, what do you do in this situation? This is your best opportunity to get those questions answered, not only from me, but from the other guys too. All right, so we've got a tailwind here. So this is going to end up being swirling wind. The one roll you can get for swirling wind with calm on a calm day. And this is hole 14. Let me show hole 14. Here's what it looks like. There's our pin location up there, back left. A little water here. Hopefully can avoid that. And got a lot of fairway on the right, but almost nothing on the left. And I don't think you can aim left with those trees there, but we'll see what that note says. I can't remember. I haven't played this course enough. Oh, actually, you could. It doesn't prohibit you. Minus 15 yards from flight of all second shots. We got a normal dog leg way up there at 535. swirling wind. Okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to hang on to my momentum, and I'm going to aim. I'm going to aim either. I'm going to aim 10 to the right. This is a par 5. I need distance. He's not a long hitter. Let's see what happens though. 33. Well, that helps. 3. So this goes 270 left 5, and that's actually hits in the intermediate rough, but we'll get the full roll. So this goes to 300 left 5, which puts me back in the fairway. All right, so it hit there. It rolls up to there. Okay. Joe, you're up.
Okay, let's aim right 5 and hit a 3 wood.
Yeah, and I don't believe I had any wind affecting my shot. Okay, let's see what happens here. 33 again.
A 3.
All right. But you got some wind. So you got, the wind's going to help you though, 10 carry and 10 right. So you go 265 right 5, which is smack dab in the fairway, plus 25 roll. So you got favorable wind. So you end up at 290 right 5. And that'll put you right there.
Okay.
All right, good shot. And John, you still have your bounce back.
No, not yet. Hit the driver, but this has got all the earmarks of Vegas vacation.
So you're not aiming or anything?
No.
Okay. 54. Boy, you nailed it. You called it.
15.
And Joe doesn't have his no 54 shirt on tonight. Let's see if the wind can maybe help you out.
54 is rearing its ugly head a few times, I tell you that.
Yeah, unfortunately, the wind blew him in the exact wrong direction because the shot went left and it blew him another 10 yards left, even though he got some additional carry. So 260 left 35. And yeah, I mean, this is going to be a mess, John, because you're probably going to have to play safe on your next shot.
So you got a 33 and Joe got a 33, correct? Am I missing something?
No, you got it right.
Yeah, I thought so.
Right.
John, I think you got to start shaking the dice and just telling us what comes up.
I think so.
Yeah, 260 left 35. Whoops, sorry about that. So that puts you right here. And not only are you in the deep rough, but of course you're blocked by trees. And when you're blocked by trees, you can't work the ball. So that's what I'm saying. You're probably going to have to play safe back to the center line for your next shot.
At this point in time, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. So let's record that.
This is the point where I'd be throwing my clubs in the water.
I've seen those T-shirts. It says, I got a hole in one, but if you read between the lines, it's like something about throwing your clubs in the water. All right. Yeah. And you would be affected by that dog leg too. So we'll just get rid of that note. All right. You're still up. So play safe, I assume.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to, but if you aim,
you're
going to be aiming into the trees if you aim.
My max club is a pitching wedge.
Yeah, and because you can't work the ball, what it would do is it would just put you over in these trees.
Well, that's where I'm going now.
Well, not if you play safe, you'll be back on the fairway, presumably.
Play it safe.
Okay. All right. So let's get rid of this. You're 35 yards off the center line. How much do you want to play safe? How many yards back to the center line do you want to hit it?
I have no idea.
Well, you probably 10, want to do something like 10? 45 or 50.
Because I've never been in this situation, so I don't know. I don't know what I need to do.
Can I make a recommendation?
Absolutely.
Play safe, either 45 or 50.
Sounds good.
Because that would be targeting this location. Now you might not get that, but even if it's off only 10 yards, you're still in the fairway. All right. So which of those do you want, 45 or 50? I'm going to force you to make the choice.
50.
50. Okay. And so what you're doing, John, in case you don't really, so you're 35 yards off. So it's taking that 35 back to the center line. It's adding 15, and it's targeting that spot right there, which is 15 to the right of the center line.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm surprised you can even hit it because of the close proximity to that tree.
Well, when you're playing safe, you can hit a low enough shot, and those trees are, they've got trunks that you can hit through in APBA. All right, so here we'll take the shot, see what happens. All right, so you hit it exactly where you targeted. So you got your one good roll on a play safe shot.
Well,
So you're
good night, guys. That's it. One good roll.
Well, and you're up again. So
Yeah.
but this time you're in the fairway. All right, so let me move your ball marker. All right, so now you got a clear path.
So what disaster can happen now?
You could. So let's look at what 475 is. So 475 is 220 yards. So if you hit anything, all right, so that's 220, and let's say 500, which will be 25 yards more, right? So anything between 220 and 245 will put you in this deep rough or those bunkers. But if you hit less than that, you'll be on this side of the fairway, this side of the deep rough. And if you hit more than that, you'll be on that side of the deep rough. So if you hit a 3-wood and you got every bit of it, you would clear that deep rough. But if you don't do that, then you're best off going with a 4-iron or 2-iron.
Well,
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, sorry, my bad. We got to subtract 15 from this because of the whole note. I missed that. So that's going to affect all of us.
So
what that basically means is that you cannot clear that deep rough. So you want to lay up. You want to lay up somewhere here.
Yep.
So that
all right.
So that means, again, either a 2-iron or a 4-iron.
2-iron.
2-iron, okay. Ready?
Sure. Give me my 54 again.
31.
3. Wait a minute. This is under the W, right?
Yep.
4.
Okay. And that's your average W. Do you want to take that to take the weight? Okay. All right. Reduce 5. All right. So we don't know what the wind's going to do. Now we're going to find out. So the wind did nothing. So you went 455 right down the center line, but you're going to get 20 roll. So that's going to put you right up to the edge there. 10. Oh, right into the deep rough. Sorry about that.
There
so
you
2-iron,
go.
you too much club there.
Yeah.
All right. So you're at 475 on the center line, deep rough. That's going to limit you to a pitching wedge, which maybe means you're going to be a little bit short for your next shot.
Unbelievable.
Well, let me move it. There we go. All right. It's happened to all of us at some point in time or other. Okay, Joe, you're up.
Scott, give me the distance calculator to 520.
Sure.
I'm going to add 15 to whatever pops up to know where I got to get because of the wind.
230.
So I need a 245 shot. There's the 3-wood. That's the shot. 3-wood right down the middle. Swirling wind. Who knows?
12.
22. I'm in the club, John.
Yeah, 520, right 45. So you're going to be in trees.
Right in the middle. Give me a good tree bounce to the left, please. Tree bounce to the left will really help me here.
Will it?
Yep, it'll get me closer without being blocked. Okay. Bounce left.
Bounce is 5 yards to the left.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Would you say that's less than one tree grid? It's close. You got a little bit of rough visible in that other. Oh, it's close. I'll leave it up to you, whatever you decide.
I'm going to say you're in the rough. Don't hate me, but I think you're blocked by trees. I think you're blocked by this. If I can get this square here.
I'm going through it to get to the front of the green. You think?
What's that?
To get to the front center of the green, I'm going through it.
You got it's the first point that the center line crosses the front of the green. Well, I can get my marker out here. It's easy enough.
It is boy, it goes through the sliver of that corner, right? So that means it goes through that, so it's blocked. That's right. Rough blocked by trees, huh? You see how it goes through that? It goes through the very corner of
Right
that
here.
full tree square, which means I've got to mark it as blocked. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right. It is what it is. Not a lot of room to work it, but we'll see. Boy,
All
I'm
right.
so far. Oh, wow.
Okay, so that's already done for you. Let's see, regular rough, but blocked by trees. But you're far enough back that you'll at least be able to work the ball some, though. That's the.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, but you got a dog leg here. We got this second dog leg, so it comes back on. I forgot all about that. See, this is one of those rare instances.
That's going to help me. It's going to work it. The dog leg is going to push my shot to the right. I'm not going to have to work it as much. Right?
No, it's going to work against you. It's gonna. Oh, wait, well, let's see. Yeah, we'll push you to the right. I'm sorry, you're correct.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm looking at.
Yeah, that's right.
This will be an interesting shot for the viewers to see.
Yeah, and for me as well, because I'm not sure where this is going to go. Okay, so we got you all set up. Now I'm up. Okay, swirling wind. 510. What's 510? This is one of the more complicated rounds that we've played in a while. So I'm going to hit a 4-wood, and hopefully I can clear all that rough stuff there. $65 is a 5. It's my average W.
Byron rolling solid numbers.
Yeah. And I mean, his W column is just phenomenal. So 520 left 5. So that hits in the fairway.
Nice shot.
15 roll. So 535 left 5. That'll be fairway. And right there. All right. I'm anxious to see what's going to happen with Joe here, because I never, in my head, my brain's not smart enough to figure this stuff out in my head. So you're going to be, we already recorded that, right? Yeah. So, but John's up first. So John, your carry objective is 150. You've got a pitching wedge. You know what? You're going to get this ball on the green. If you get a perfect shot, you'll get it on. So the pitching wedge isn't going to limit you. You can get it there.
All right.
The wind could blow you back, but you can't knock it down. You can't work the ball, but you can use up to a pitching wedge.
Pitching wedge.
All right. So select that. And you could aim, but why would you, right?
Right.
So, okay. So a 53, that's going to be a little short maybe, but the wind could help you. What's that?
6.
What's that? In the I column? Okay.
Yep.
All right, let's see what the wind does. So, oh, the wind knocked you down even more. So 580 left 5. Yeah. So you hit there, and then you get a little bit of roll, don't you? Yeah, you get 5 roll. So you're going to end up at 585 left 5. So you're in the fairway right there. Yeah, the wind worked against you on that one too, as well as a 53. 53 always comes up short. All right. All right, show us how it's done.
All right, here we go. So the dog leg starts at 5:30.
By the way, you have a buried lie now.
Oh, does that mean I can't work it? No work the ball.
No work the ball.
Okay.
Oh.
Got to play safe.
Yeah.
The dog leg might help me though. Let's see. Hold on here. Okay, so how much is the dog leg going to push it? So 535. The pin's at 625. So the part that's flying through the dog leg to the pin is 90 yards. I get it's a normal, so it's going to go right 45 automatically. Watch what this does. This is going to be fantastic. Okay. 115. Give me a knockdown gap wedge shot.
Can't knock it down.
Okay, give me a gap wedge. Just hit it and watch this dog leg's going to bring it right back to the pin.
Okay, if you say so. I have no idea where this is going to go.
The wind is going to take factor also, but let's do it.
Are we ready? Did we do it?
Yeah.
I just had to click gap wedge, right? That's what
This is going to be fun to watch. Let's see it.
23.
That's a 17.
Oh, my God. Let's see what happens here. So you got 10 carry. So it went 630, right 30. So you're right about being pushed right. So 630, right 30 is going to put you more deep rough. Okay.
630. Oh.
So you're sitting right there.
And he had tree blocks, so it automatically made me aim that much further. But because of the dog leg, it just naturally brought it back.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Just got a bad roll, but okay.
Yeah, because the shot went, see, left 15.
Look at the wind. Yeah.
Yeah, and you couldn't have worked the ball. And the wind just gave it more distance, which could have added more lateral movement, right, because of that dog leg. So 630, right 30, deep rough. Okay. So I've got an approach shot with swirling wind, which means I can't knock it down. Right now, the default target is right there. I'll just leave it there. I'll just see what happens. 90. 52 is a 10. I didn't get any wind. I went 620, right 5. So I should be on the green here, I think. So that's 625. So 620, right 5. So I should be a diagonal and a straight away. Yep. So 27 feet. John, you're up. You're 40, and you're a similar situation to me. You're targeting that spot right there on the center line. You can move it anywhere along here. The wind will not affect you.
I could work the ball or no?
No, you can't. Not from that distance. You
All
need
right.
to be 75.
All right, just hit it.
All right. So 40. 15 in the A column.
2.
So you ended up on the center line. So you're going to be a diagonal away. You ended up right on that circle.
All right.
One diagonal. 9 feet. For a diagonal, that's a pretty good roll. But I know that's not much solace given everything else that's gone on. Okay. Let's see. Your call distance is 35 with a good angle, Joe.
Yeah, let's target 625 right on the center line.
Right there. Okay.
Yeah.
30.
Okay.
46. You might have chipped it in.
No, he's not that good at that, I guess. They give me a 3.
All
I
right.
hit it right where I expected it.
So, yeah,
Right,
625. So you're one straight. 8 feet.
8-footer for par. I was hacking all over the hole.
All right. I'm 27. I'll play safe. 52 again is a 21. That's a 2. John, you're 9 feet. You're going for it.
Yep.
24.
28.
Yeah. That's 3 feet. Joe, 8 feet.
Go.
31.
22.
None of those were very good rolls.
That's 2
good
holes in a
for a
row. I
bogey.
rolled a 22 on that 7 to 9 footer.
Yeah, that's right. So you're in the hole anyway with a bogey. And John, you're out at 3 feet, 53.
19.
That'll be in. And I'm at 2 feet, 24. That's
Double.
going to be 24 is a 28. That's in for par. Okay.
Double
Pretty
bogey.
tough hole all the way around. I won't even bother to recite the scores. It's too painful.
What a bad round he's had in the back. Whew.
Yeah.
God.
Sometimes that happens.
I guess.
Okay, Brookline 15. And this is a hole that we've got something else to talk about here because there's no course note that addresses it. But let me get it up here first. So 46, that'll be no wind, but it says crosswind left. I'll just click that, but it'll be no wind. Okay. And add 20 to the flight of all tee shots, which makes this a little bit relevant. Okay. All right. So if we look at the course here, we got our pin location here, but we've got unidentified terrain here, which I assume is a road or a cart path or something like that. There's nothing in the legend to address that unless you're seeing something that I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
So the question then becomes, in the off chance, and it would happen mostly on a tee shot, right? On the off chance that you would probably not land there, but you would roll there, how do you want to handle the roll if it reaches that point? Do you want it to, I don't know if it's a gravel road, would it stop? Is it a hard surface where it would continue to roll past it? Makes no difference to me. What do you want to do?
What would you play off of a cart path?
Well, if it was a cart path, I'm assuming that's a hard surface, but that may not be a safe assumption. And I'm just thinking that it's not so much if the ball stops there. Now, if it stops there, that's another great question. But I was thinking just rolling through it. So let me propose something. I'm open to anything you want to do. If the ball should land or roll there, let's count it as fairway roll. If it stops there, let's count it as being in the regular rough. Is that okay? Or do you want to do it differently?
That's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
It will probably not even come up, but I have played this before and run into that. All right. So I'm up. I don't think I'm going to reach it. I'm just going to hit a driver. 43. As I say that, I got a 31. So this may happen. Okay, so 325 left 10. It's going to hit here, and then I am going to get all that roll. Can you believe it? 45 roll. So let's just count it out. So 355 is where it would be. Is that right? No, wait a minute.
No, 370.
Hang on a second. I forgot what I said. The shot went 325 plus 45. Correct, John. 370. 370 left 10.
He's right on the road.
What are the odds of that?
Yeah. So we said we would play it as rough if it got there. So that's what I'll do. Okay. Serves me right for bringing that up. All right. Okay, Joe, you're up.
Okay, let's go 3 wood. Left 5.
$45.
That's a 6.
So 260 right 5, that's fairway, and then 20 roll. So 280 right 5 in the fairway. All righty. Okay, John, which trees do you want to be in? I guess the ones on the left.
No, I want to be on the ones on the right.
Okay. You do have a bounce back if you want to use it.
Not yet.
I'm just saying. Okay. All right. You're waiting for the playoff. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
Hit the driver
okay.
and aim.
Oh,
And
go ahead.
aim
Just tell me.
5 to the right. Left. Sorry, left.
Okay. So I rolled. You got a 64. That should be a good number.
64 is a 4.
It's your average W.
Yep.
Take it.
Yes.
All right. All right. So 285, right 5. That's in the fairway. 25. 310, right 5. There you go. So, Joe, you're up. Carry objective 240. Short-sided.
That's a 5 wood. Right down the middle.
52. Uh-oh.
25.
I love the way he says it with such emphasis, knowing it's probably not going to work out well. 485, left 25, and then 15 roll, fairway roll. 485, 10, 25. So you get 10 roll. So you're going to end up right there in the regular rough.
Not all that bad.
No, not at all.
Nice to chip it in one time.
I think that's the spot right there. Okay. All right, 10 roll. So 495, left 25. All right, John. Also short-sided. 210.
All right, let's play a game here. Knock down the 2 iron.
Can't do that. Only 5 irons and shorter clubs.
All right. Hit a 4 iron.
Anything else?
Nope.
31.
3.
I believe
Wait,
it's a 4.
that's a 4. It's 4 iron. That's a 4.
Yeah. And in case, John, you have trouble remembering, this line right here, anything above this line is a
the
W.
W, right? Yeah.
Anything below that is an I. Okay. So, and a 4, and let's see, are you going to take your average W?
Yes.
So 505 on the center line, roll 10. Let's see, the pin's at what? 520. Okay, so 505. Well, that doesn't help me. That would be 505. And then roll 10. Is that what I said? One diagonal. I get too many numbers going in my head. I can't keep stuff straight. Let me just do it this way. 505, roll 10. Okay. 10, 20, 30. One diagonal. All right. 13 feet.
Okay.
Okay, 150 from the rough. I'm going to hit an 8 iron, and I'm not doing anything. 43 is, what is that number? 16, I think. So 525, right 15. And I think I got 15 roll, so it'll be 10 roll to there. Or did I get 10 roll? Jeez, Scott. 10 roll, so I get 5 roll. So I'm going to be right there. Let's move my own marker here.
Yeah.
Okay. So 5 roll. Regular rough. 10 to the pin. That's good. Okay. Joe, 35 to the pin. Good angle.
Targeting the pin, Scott.
All right. You're going for broke here. All right. 32. Oof.
27.
So it goes 5, 10, left 10. You're up there. 2 diagonals and a straight. $46 feet. And I'm up now. I'm just 10. All right. Do that. 64, the 5, 6 feet. Everybody's on now. Okay. Joe, 46 feet.
Oh, hold on a second. I got a 1 through a 5, so I got 1. Only 2 numbers, 11 and 66 I could roll, so I'm so far behind. You know what? I'm going for it.
Okay.
Roll it.
21.
24.
So 7 feet.
Yeah.
John, 13 feet.
Go for it.
24.
Unbelievable. 28.
3 feet. Joe, you're up. 7 feet.
Go for it.
54. My God.
A 34.
Would you rather have dental surgery is what I'm trying to say? 4
Oh,
feet.
by far. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm 6 feet. 20, and I got a 24. So I'm in 1 foot. All right. So Joe, 4 feet. Another 54. Oh my God.
34.
My God. I feel terrible.
So is this dice roll a random?
Yeah. Even random numbers can repeat themselves.
Oh,
Okay.
what?
So John, you're up. 36.
24.
It's in.
How about that?
Okay.
For the 4
Joe,
putt.
32.
20. 4 putt.
Wow.
Haven't done that in a long time.
13. 25. I think that's 25. Yeah. And okay.
Bogey.
Well, John, you won that hole.
I can't believe it.
You won that hole by parring it.
Wow.
Oh man, I bet you guys can't wait for this round to be over. 16. Hey, we're having fun. And there are sadists out there having fun. You know, enjoying our misery, I suppose. All right, 16. I can't complain. My rolls have been good. 63. So we're going to have some wind here. We're going to have a crosswind right.
Mm-hmm.
The variable. All right, let's show hole number 16 here. Par 3. Our pin location here. See what our hole notes are. No hole notes to speak of. So you're up, John. Crosswind right. 205 is your carry objective.
Let's shoot. Let's 205. Crosswind right.
Yep. At least that's in the correct direction.
Well, 205. Well, it's a bad selection. Do we get any roll on the green or no?
Sure. Well, no extra roll. Yeah,
no extra roll.
Yeah.
That's right. So I was wondering if there was anything that I was missing. Let's hit a 4-iron.
Okay, good call. And are you working the ball or not?
No.
Okay. 66.
Oh, very nice. 2.
In the W column?
No, it's a 1. Sorry.
So you got all of it. 220, right 5. and you got blown right. Well, the shot went left, but the wind blew it right. So 220, right 5, 10 roll. All right, let's see if I can do this. 220, right 5. You might be in trees.
Am I in those trees?
You might be.
Very
10,
good.
25, 10, 20, right 5. And what's going to happen is you got, did I say 10 roll? You're only going to get a 5 roll then.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're actually short of the trees there.
All right.
And you'll just be 20 to the pin. So you're
Yeah.
that'll work out okay. All right. I don't have a bounce back left. 205. I'm going to hit a 4-iron as well and just cross my fingers here. 33. I'm going to be long too. 3. So 200 left 5. So I got no wind. And then 10 roll. 200 left 5. So I'm going to be a diagonal and 2 straights away. $45 feet. All right. And Joe?
Okay, let's hit a 4-iron. I've got a couple of 4s on my card, and roll it for me one time. Right down the middle.
34. Oh my God.
How about a 13?
Mm-hmm.
I'm never going to get you guys to play with me again. I can tell that right now. Okay. 190 left 10. You're going to be, you hitting the regular rough, so you'll get 10 roll. So 190 left 10, and you get 10 roll. You're on the green. Diagonal and 3 straights. $56. So John, you're going to be up here from 20, nothing for you to do. 15 in the A column.
2.
So you're 8 feet, ball on green.
All right.
Okay, you're long, Joe. 56.
Safe.
62.
16.
3 feet. All right, 45. I'm going to play safe. 42. 23. 4 feet. And 8 feet for you, John. You're going.
Go for it.
25.
24.
Well, missed it by a foot.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm long at 4. 35. That's a 13. I'll be in for a par. Joe, you're 3 feet. 65.
21.
That'll be in for par.
You know it's not your night when you get a good number and you still can't take advantage.
Yeah, that's like a 66. 56.
Yeah.
24. 56 is the number. That's a 24, right? It is on almost everybody's card. In. All right. And there's 2 more holes to go, guys.
I feel like I'm in the dentist chair.
Despite how things are going tonight, again, I said this last time and I'm going to stick with it. I do like Brookline. It is.
This is a horrid course. Are you kidding me?
No. It's your rolls, John, that give you. And I guess what I'm saying is, there's not a million hole notes that you have to deal with. Yes,
in that case, yes, but these greens are tiny.
Okay, well, you have a bit of a point there. Yeah, they are kind of bunched up.
Yeah, they're really hard to hit.
Okay, I won't argue with that. All right, so I haven't done anything here. Load hole 17. 16, no wind. Okay, I'm going to be up here. We got this dog leg at 265. I'm just going to hit a. Do I want to hit another 2-iron, or do I want to hit a 4?
And that's a severe dog leg, right?
Yeah, it's a severe dog leg. And again, remember with this modified rule, it affects you regardless which way you go through it. Yeah, there's no added stuff from the added carry from the notes. I'm going to hit a 4-wood right. Let's see, I'm going to aim right 10. 22. It's going to be a 3. So that should be right down the middle area. Yeah, 245. And that hits fairway. And then I get 15 roll. So I end up at 260 right in the middle of the fairway. Right there. Okay, Joe.
Okay, Scott, let's go 3-wood. Right down the middle.
34.
13.
So 245, left 25. So you may roll into a bunker here or something. 245, left 25.
That's interesting. It's got a little rough patch in the middle of that bunker I rolled in, but I didn't get to it.
Yeah, you're going to stop right there, I think.
Yep.
That would have been a deep bunker, right?
It looks like it's deep rough almost, but who knows what it could be deep. It could be.
I mean, to me, the color looks like it's a deep bunker, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, we won't have to find out because you'd have to land on it.
Just wait.
Okay, so I got to give you 5 roll here. And I believe that's a fairway bunker given the distance. Yeah. Okay. All right. You still have your bounce back, John.
Yeah, I'm using it now.
Okay, so let's think about this. Yeah, you'll go right, so you'll be okay. All right, because you can't aim, but so you'll use it a 4. All right, now what club are you using? Keeping in mind that it's a severe dog leg, and for every 5 yards you go past, that ball's going to get pushed to the right, and it begins at 265.
3-wood.
Okay, and do you want to take your average W?
Yes.
All right. All right, let me get rid of your bounce back. Okay, so 250, right 5, roll 20. So you're going to go 5 more to the right. So 270, right 10. And that looks to me to be right on the line. So you're in the fairway.
Okay.
It's pretty close, but I'd say it's on the line. All right. You're up, Joe. 135. Are you there, Joe?
Knockdown 9 will do it for me. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. $34.
15.
365, right 15. I think you hit a tree.
Let's see which way it bounces.
That's right.
Ball bounces back 5 yards and to the right. So it's going to be
Stymied.
well, that's pretty close. You might be under a tree if we magnify that. But anyway, that's so we agree. Boy, this black on dark green makes it hard to do. We agree the ball is, let me turn that thing off. We agree the ball is there, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Back 1 and to the right 1, right?
Wait a minute. It's there.
Yeah, right there. Like I would just say it's stymied. It's fine. It's so buried in
I'm
there.
going to say that because I was a stickler on the other one, I'm going to say you're just under a tree. I'm going to say
Okay.
there's a little white space in there.
Okay.
And I'll give that to you, under a tree. And that's maybe to make up for me being picky on the last one. All right. So anyway, under a tree. And thankfully you're more than 20, because if you were at 20, you'd have to play safe from that distance. Okay. And that's by rule. So I'm at 120. And so it's the center line is a good angle. Let's see, 120 gap wedge. Yeah, I'll hit a gap wedge. It might be a little short here when it rolls back, but that's fine. 46. Who knows what that is? That's a 6. That's going to be short. It's all right. So 375, right 5, back up 5. Yeah, I'll be short. So 375, right 5. So I'm going to be right there. I'm a diagonal and a straight away. It's really hard to see these pins there. There we go. That's right. I'd rather be on the green. Right. Okay, John. You're in the fairway. 110 carry objective, good angle.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to knock down a sand wedge.
Okay.
And I'm going to just hit it.
So an 11. It's a good thing you knocked it down.
2.
So 385, right 5. That's on the green. And you roll back 5, so you're going to be 1 straight away. Your ball hits here and backs up to there.
Yeah, okay.
1 straight. Four feet.
There you go.
All right. Okay, you have a clear shot, Joe. So it'll use the fairway column. Maximum is a 5-iron, no aiming. So those things don't even come into play on this.
Target the pin.
So you're just gonna do an approach shot right at the pin.
Oh yeah.
Okay. 65.
It's a 5.
So this ends up at 375. So you're gonna be 1 straight. You're gonna right on that yellow dot. 1 straight. Seven feet. Okay, everybody's on the green here. I'm far at 23. I'll play it safe. 65 is a 15, I think. Yeah. 1 foot. Joe, 7 feet. 32.
20. Hey!
10 for a par. And for a birdie, John, 4 feet. Oh my God.
That's just ridiculous. 33.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
When did he go? 1 foot?
or perhaps 7 feet.
funny.
But yeah, he missed it by
That's
3.
funny.
Okay, so you're up again.
Oh yeah, okay.
A
Give me another
55 this
50.
time. That'll go in.
Wow, a 7.
That goes in. Okay, well, you parred it.
Good God.
So a 51 is a 23, and I'm in. Okay, we're par. All right, so we all parred it in our very special ways. Okay. All right, the last hole, gentlemen.
All right.
This is sort of like beating your head against the wall. It feels
Worse
good
than that.
feels so good when you stop.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Hole number 18.
Oh man.
Let's Let's see if we can get this in under 2 hours here. I'm not sure we can, but let's see. So no wind, 24. All right, let me show the hole here. So this is our par 4 here. We got a normal dog leg here at 265. Some deep bunkers up here around the green. But we got a pin that's pretty close to the center of the green. All right, let's see what the hole notes tell us. Okay, shots from deep bunkers play as automatic buried lie, and we can ignore that 4th note for reasons I talked about before. So what do I want to hit here? Got no wind. We got that dog leg. It's going to push every shot to the right, which is where I want to go. I'm just going to hit a driver. This is a little bit risky on my part here, but I'll do that. 52 is at 25. Now I'm going to pay for it. Let's see what happens here. So 250 left 40. Oh goodness, I'm going to be in deep rough. Or a tree. I may hit a tree here. 250 left 40. Yep, I hit a tree, and unfortunately, yeah. Okay, let's just see what happens. Ball bounces back 5 yards and to the left. So I'm going to be out of the tree. I'm going to be in a buried lie. I'm going to be in deep rough, buried lie, and I'm going to be blocked by trees. So that didn't work out well at all.
That's an example, Scott. Like if there was no change to it, and if you were right on that tree,
Yeah.
the APBA rules say you mark it as rough, and
That's right.
I would contend like try to figure out what terrain is under the tree and play it that way. But
Yeah.
lots of ways to look at it.
Yeah, and we talked about that last time. That absolutely is a way. And I've just gotten into the habit of saying I'm not going to try to second guess terrain, because these trees, I have no idea what their shape looks like. You know, is it one big tree? Is it multiple trees? You know, I don't know these courses well enough to know where the trees are and how many there are. So it's you know, do whatever you like to do, and my encouragement is just be consistent about it. Okay. And then I'm going to be blocked by trees as well. So I'm going to end up playing safe on my next shot. But that time will come. You're up, Joe.
Okay. Let's hit a driver. Hopefully I can hit my average and be on the left side. And
56. Man, oh man.
it's a 16.
You're on the right. 245, right 25. That's going to hit in the rough, but not a tree. So you'll get 15 roll. So
That ended up nicer than I thought it would be.
260, right 25, regular rough. Yeah, I'd trade places with you in a heartbeat. Okay, John, you're up.
Driver.
Okay.
Just
Anything
let
else?
it rip.
64.
4.
Take it, your average W.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to go 265, right 10, and that's fairway. And let's see how much you roll to the right here. So you're going to have a 290, right 20, and you're going to still be in the fairway.
All right.
Nice drive to end it on, John.
Yeah.
That's the one.
All right, I'm playing safe. Let's just get rid of all this stuff. And I'm gonna maybe underhit this a little bit. 45 from the center line, so I'm gonna play say 40. And I lost 5 anyway, so I'm gonna end up at 245 left 10. That's all right. It'll give me a good angle for the next shot. So 245 left 10. It's gonna put me right there. All right. Update fairway, and I'm probably going to be up still. All right. I'll aim 5 right. 205. You don't want to come up short, do you? 190, 200, 3 iron. I'm gonna hit this long. 3 iron. 31 is a 4. I really hit it long. I should have gone with a 4 iron. All right, so this goes 450 right 10. 10 if I'm on the green. 450 right 10. So I should be a diagonal and a straight away if I did all that right. Yeah, I did. $28 feet for trying to say par there. Okay, Joe, you're up. 195 carry objective in the rough, but nothing over here.
3 iron.
Anything else?
Nope, right at it.
53. Uh-oh.
It's an 8.
So 430 left 10, and you're going to roll into that deep bunker.
He gets to use one of his 4 sand points.
Yep. Okay. But you're going to have an automatic buried lie too. Sand buried. Okay, John, you're up.
Okay, what are we, 165?
Yep.
All right, we're going to work the ball with an 8 iron.
How
And
much?
we're going to work it 5 to the right.
43 in the A column. Oh, excuse me, in the I column.
15.
And what's your work the ball number in the I column? 66.
2.
So 440 right 20.
Rough.
Yeah, and you're going to get 5 roll, which is going to put you close enough to the pin. All right. All right, so you'll, when it comes time, you're 15 to the pin.
Okay.
Okay, so play safe or aggressive.
Safe.
Okay, and you're going to take your sand point.
Yes.
All right, and 20. See what happens here. 22.
That is a 3. Then I think you got to roll 2 dice and add to the putt distance.
No, because we're using the lie chart. We're using the automatic.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So you end up 8 feet away. So that really worked out well for you.
Yeah.
That could have been 38 feet away. Okay. All right. Let's see. We still got John, I think. You're 15 to the pin, John. In the A column, a 25.
2.
So you'll be 8 feet away. And I'm going to go for it here from 28 feet. 12. That's more for drama than anything else. Missed by 4. Okay. John, 8 feet.
Go.
56.
24.
1 foot. Joe, 8 feet.
Go.
36.
24.
We already know that one. 4 feet. Oh, now I get a 54. 32. This is what I get for getting greedy. 2. I'm still far. 13. Is it 25? In 1 foot, John. 36 again.
24.
61.
17.
All right. Okay. Get out of the dentist chair here. All right. So that was kind of brutal. For the back nine, I was 2 over. John, unfortunately, 7 over, and Joe 5 over.
7 over.
I ended up
7 over.
was 1 under, 8 over for John there with Phil, and then a 5 over for Joe with Matt.
89 total putts is the interesting stat.
Let's see. What you're looking at?
Total putts for all three of us.
Oh, all three of us.
89.
Yeah. Yeah. And we only had one all-time great in here, which would be, Phil.
Yeah, but he played like 2020, not 2005.
Good point. And I'll tell you with putting, I mean, that's, one of the variables you have the least control over, right? I mean, the rolls are what they are. I mean, you can use a little logic in terms of going safe or playing safe and going for it. And my logic wasn't good on that last hole, but that is a lot of putts. But I think even more telling, look, greens and regulation, for you guys, 39% for both of you. Joe was a little more fortunate in hitting fairways with 71%. Longest putt. I did.
But you picked Nelson, and he came through.
Yeah, he did. And in part, I mean, I picked him because he has so many single digits. Let me show folks something here. I'll put this up. So if you look at his W column, right, you don't see anything there but single digits, right? You set 31, 32, right? Those are good shots. And then remember the 2-iron rule. So that eliminates these bad numbers if you're having to be hitting a 2-iron off the tee that's there. So really, you think about it, there's really only 6 numbers here that he has that have any chance of being a bad tee shot. And that's what showed with the, 79% fairways. And that was the reason that I had selected him. On the other side of that coin, he's not a great putter. You can see as a 9 here for a 33. He does have a 1 on a 66, and a 3 here and a 5 there. But everything else is pretty much double digits. But he's not a terrible putter. I'm just saying he's not a great putter. And certainly compared to some of the all-time greats, he's not.
So what do you think? What do you think APBA was thinking when they generated this card? Did he have a far better season than the average in 51?
Yeah, well, so I don't know that his stats, in terms of that particular year. And truth be told, I mean, if we're going to get real here about APBA, and let me, let me go to this view here. So if you think about it, I don't know when did the PGA start keeping stats the way that they keep them now? And I'm not even talking about shot length, right? So shot length, came into existence around 2011. I may be off a little bit on that, but the PGA didn't keep stats, the kind of stats that APBA would really need to use in order to generate realistic golf cards until about 1972. So any player rated prior to that year, and I may be off a year or so, but I'm in the ballpark. But before that would have to be based on someone's, and I don't know if it's Dr. Klein or someone else, but it would have to be based sort of on their impressions of how that golfer did in that particular season. And there's information out there, but there's not the robust statistical information, at least not made available to the public. Now, whether you can get that through some private sources or not, and for a fee, that's possible. But keep in mind that these cards were generated a long time ago, right? These weren't. This 1951 season wasn't created in 2024. Yeah, I don't know how many years ago it was
Well,
created.
look at the bottom right.
Oh, it did, right. It says 2012 for the copyright.
Right. That's when the card probably was generated, right?
Perhaps. Yes, that's a good
Yeah, I would
observation,
think.
John. Perhaps.
Yeah.
Right. But there still wouldn't have been, again, publicly available data on 1951. So anyway, I don't know if that answers your question, but it does. It calls into question, what are these things based on? These ratings
Right.
for older from players from bygone eras. That
And how would it compare to the other 51 cards? That's what I would think too.
Yeah.
Because
So
it's all relative to the year.
Well, yeah, if you're playing a season, right? So he has far more single digits in the W column. But there's nothing I've played with maybe a dozen of the 1951 players, mostly on Brookline. And so far he has scored the best of any of them.
Sam Snead had a card in 51, I would think.
Well, I might be able to quick pull it up here.
And he should have a lot of good W columns too, because he was a long hitter.
Well, unfortunately, I don't know what I've done with my 51 season here. Oh, here it is. Okay. So let's see. Do I have Snead?
I would think so.
Snead he's in this deck. I have not played with that card, but I'll put it next.
Okay.
I'll put it next for a quick look here. These seem to be mostly alphabetical here. There we go. All right. So put it right next. Take a look. So lots of single digits in the W column. Better putter by far. But anyway, I mean, these, as you pointed out last time, I mean, Nelson's no slouch, right? I mean,
No.
He's all right. So here's another card. Ed Fergal. Okay, Porky. All right. Again, a fair number of single digits here, but you could see a lot more, like a 16, 36, 56. Lots more ways that shots.
Is Hogan in that set?
Yes.
All right, he'd be another one.
Yeah. And I don't remember what year Hogan's all-time.
Now look at his scoring average.
Yeah, 66 points. And these numbers, I don't know where these numbers come from. A lot of this data up here is beyond me.
No, the scoring average comes from how many, what he played and what the average was when he played.
Yeah, yes, and with other more modern players, I've looked at it and it doesn't always match up with the data that's publicly available. So I don't know if that's a quality control issue or if they're looking at different data than I'm looking at. But what I'm saying is I wouldn't take the data up here as the gospel when it comes to accuracy. It may be accurate, but I've come across enough discrepancies in looking at these cards that I don't place full confidence in those numbers. And obviously, we're not going to take the time tonight to look up that data on the internet. But to your point, I think is that Hogan's scoring average is 4.5 to 5 strokes better than either of these guys, right? Yeah.
And he had 3 wins on the tour.
Yeah, and again, that's part of the data that I sometimes question. But anyhow, all right. Hey, I'm sorry that this has run a little bit long for folks. We ran into a lot of not technical challenges, but just APBA golf challenges with the round tonight. I know I had fun, and I won't coerce anybody else into saying that they had fun. But when you play, sometimes you have a bad round, right? And that's golf, and it's APBA golf. All those things can happen. But I enjoyed the fellowship of getting together with you guys tonight, as always, and look forward to doing it again real soon. Anything you guys want to say?
That's a lot. It's always good to get together with you guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys. That was fun.
A lot of fun.
All right. You have a good night.
Take
Till
care.
next
We'll
time.
see. We'll talk again.
Grip it and rip it.